like everyone else, you want to learn the way to win, but never to accept the way to lose. To accept defeat, to learn to die is to be liberated from it. So when tomorrow comes, you must free your ambitious mind and learn the art of dying.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Shaun Fitt. Welcome to my film studies, where I strive to get a deeper understanding to why some fighters win fights and other fighters don't. Why some fighters dominate and other fighters don't. We are going to be looking at tons of matchups and training that led the fighters to fight the way they fight. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up? It's your boy Shaun Fitt, man. Look, I got to stop it real quick. Danny Jacobs claims to be one of the best middleweights in the world. And he says he wants Charlo, Billy Joe Saunders, Triple G, Canelo. Yo, he's not ready for him, man. Look, Danny Jacobs, this is one of the worst performances I've seen in a little bit, man. Too many mistakes, way too many mistakes. He makes the fight hard on himself, and if any one of those other guys have fought him and landed the shots this guy was able to land, I don't know. I think it'll be an early night or a definite loss for Danny Jacobs, man. Let's get into the film study. Let's pick through this, man. This is round one. Danny Jacobs versus Sulecki. Danny Jacobs claims to be one of the best middleweights, right? He makes so many damn mistakes in this fight, man. From round one on, man. He got I think it was a lucky knockdown. You know what I'm saying? He caught the guy slipping in round 12, but dude, he cannot fight these other type guys like this, man. He cannot fight like that. For one, round one, straight out the gate, he allowed Sulecki to establish his jab over his jab. That's top one mistake he made, not establishing his jab. That's the basics, man. Basic fundamentals of boxing. Establish a jab. Your lead foot. His lead foot is not bad. His feet position is not bad, but he's kind of stagnant. He's kind of stays right in front of the opponent. You know, he uses slow lateral movement. He fights in spurts, man. That's really bad. He maybe throw one jab and then kind of sit there and see what his opponent is going to do. You know, his opponent's throwing multiple shots at firing. You know, got that hunger. He's fighting with that hunger. Danny Jacobs is kind of fighting in spurts, and I don't like that. You know, that's a mistake you can't make with like a Charlo. You definitely can't make that with like a Billy Joe Saunders, throwing a shot like that and fighting wild like that. Danny Jacobs' defense in this fight, it shocked me how sloppy his defense was. His slipping of punches, his parrying of punches, he didn't return anything off the parry. He didn't try to counter off the parry, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes he did, but it wasn't consistent, man. It wasn't consistent with like an elite fighter, like somebody that's in there knowing what they're doing and trying to dominate the fight. He wasn't setting up his punches at all off the jab. He was winging his punches. If you pay attention to his combinations, he was just in there like he'd get close in and he would let shots go. Some to the body, some to the head, but it wasn't like perfectly placed. Like an Errol Spence, you would see him off the jab. He get in there. He knows what he's doing, man. He's really very calculated. And that's how you could say Errol Spence, even before he fights the top guys, that he's going to be one of the top competitors in the sport, because you could tell how he works, that he knows what he's doing inside that ring. Danny Jacobs, I was kind of iffy with everything he was doing in this fight. It's like, what is he doing? It didn't seem like he had confidence in the shots he was throwing. He was just in there punching. His defense was off. His footwork was off. It just wasn't nothing impressive for me. And the only reason I'm criticizing this is because, just like my intro says, man, you got to understand losing, dying, defeat. You got to understand these things, because we all want to win, man. If you understand the ways you can lose, you'll be in a much powerful position once you come into the fight. You're prepared differently. Not enough body work from Danny Jacobs, man. Not enough at all. You can even hear it during the mid rounds, where his trainer, Danny Jacobs' trainer, would tell him, man, you got to go to the body more. You got to go to the body more. Your body work is good, but it's not enough. Danny Jacobs in this fight really disappointed me in the lack of the jab, the lack of the speed. He has great speed, but he allowed the other guy to outspeed him on the jabs. His opponent's jab was a lot more snappier, had a lot more mean intention on it. Danny Jacobs kind of just threw it sparingly, you know what I mean? He didn't use it enough. He threw it out of desperation, kind of like, you hit me, okay, I'm gonna throw some back, but it wasn't calculated. It wasn't like Okay, shot to the head, then just to set it up to the body. It wasn't really no purpose behind his jab. Let's see, man. And another thing, if you pay attention, to Danny Jacobs is standing too front and center, exposed to his person. He's not giving him too much to think about. He's being like a still stagnant target, man, kind of flat-footed. You know what I mean? He got good footwork. You've seen him. You could tell he got good footwork if he actually uses it, but he don't use his footwork enough. I heard him in a post-fight press conference. He was explaining, like, I could have easily outboxed this guy, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to go for the knockout. But the way you were fighting, it didn't look like you wanted to knock this guy out. It seemed like you didn't know what you wanted to do in there. And when he went to the corner, he had talks with his trainer, and he didn't seem like confident in what he was saying, because he was saying one thing, and then when he was in the ring, he was fighting a totally different way, man. It's a little frustrating to watch a guy that says he's the top guy and he's boxing this way. You know, you expect him to be a little bit more on point, especially with lower level guys. This guy is not a Charlo. This guy is not a Billy Joe Saunders. This guy is definitely not a Canelo or a Triple G. So if you were performing like this with him, imagine what Triple G and those guys would do to you. You know what I mean? Even though he fought Triple G already, but it seemed like that was one of his best performances against Triple G. And if he starts to go from that to this, I don't know what to expect from him in a rematch. His defense, definitely I give him a C- on his defense. And pay attention to how his defense is. His defense is not sharp. You know what I mean? Like, it's like he's crossing his legs. His foot positioning is weird. The way he slip punches, he kind of using like an Archie Moore, George Foreman type of cross arm defense, which is it's kind of awkward to see, because you kind of block your vision and you're not in a position to just throw off of that too much. You know what I'm saying? And he has combination punches that look all right. Sometimes it has potential on him, but it's inconsistent. You know what I mean? So I don't even know how the fight wasn't closer than it was, because I feel like his opponent was a lot more active, a lot more sharper, countering Danny Jacobs at will. You know what I mean? Just putting his shots together a lot better, a lot more crisper. I think he threw a lot more punches. His 12th round was one of Danny Jacobs' best round. He caught the guy, you know what I'm saying, which I feel like he should have been on point like that from the beginning. You know, that 1-2 combo, basic fundamentals of boxing can get you through a lot. You watch Errol Spence Jr., he sticks to the fundamentals. He don't do a lot of fancy stuff. He sticks with that 1-2, stay behind his jab, and return fire with it. He lands the 2, you know what I'm saying, right down the middle. And then when he gets the chance, he throws them body shots, breaking down the body throughout the fight. Basic fundamentals of boxing. You don't see him being like Mayweather. With Mayweather, use a lot more to his arsenal in his defense, but he don't really knock guys out. Errol Spence sticks to the basics, adds the body work in, keeps the jab going constantly back to back to back, and he's able to take guys out. Danny Jacobs, for overall, if he wants to get to that next level, he has to improve from this next training camp. Whoever he goes up against, Billy Joe Saunders, lots of movement, so he can outbox Danny Jacobs pretty easy. Charlo, fucking accurate puncher. You know, these punches that Danny Jacobs was getting hit right now, he cannot catch those shots from no Charlo, man. Charlo is gonna be like laser sharp on them openings. He's gonna catch you, especially if you fighting in spurts. Charlo is strong. Gennady Golovkin is strong. Canelo is strong. Canelo fights in spurts too, so it's going to be like a spurt battle between Danny Jacobs and Canelo. But man, I'm a huge fan of boxing. I love the sweet science. No, it's no shade to Danny Jacobs. I'm gonna do this for every film study, not just show the highlights. We got to figure out where these guys fall at as far as greatness and what they need to work on, because you cannot match up with, you know, the best if you make these mistakes, bro. You're gonna get exposed, you know, and it's just the way it is. Boxing is not to be played with. He cannot come in there and fight those other guys like he fought this guy. That's my word, man. Y'all stay tuned. Thanks for all the love on the page. Thanks for all the new subscribers. I reached almost 200 subscribers, my bad. And that's a big move for me because I was just at 55 last week. So we finna put it in motion. We finna put a lot more videos in motion, man. Let me know what y'all think of Danny Jacobs fight. Any comments? Do y'all agree with my commentary on the video, the mistakes he's made? What can he improve on? Is he ready for Jamel Charlo? I think it's Jamel Charlo, right? Gennady Golovkin, Canelo, Billy Joe Saunders. Is he ready for those guys? He just went up against Triple G already. He didn't win the battle. So is he ready for these guys, man? Let me know in the comment section. Make sure I hit the thumbs up button. Make sure I hit the subscribe button. And stay tuned. We got more coming. Let's get it. Hey guys, thanks for watching my videos. If you want to support my channel and earn a little cash for doing so, please download the app located in the description box. You'll get $5 right away and cash back every time you shop at the selected stores below. Don't hesitate. Earn some money. Thanks for the support. Peace out.